Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 as Heir! And are you ready to party like it's 1699? We have a little over 100 years of gameplay left in here, and I think a lot of stuff is going to get done in that time. Remember that as administrative efficiency grows, it's easier and easier to take larger and larger chunks of land. Of course, it's going to be a little tricky if we're behind on our tech. Actually, we're only behind on our Diplotech compared to other people. And if we had leveled up our Diplotech, we'd actually still be a year ahead of time. Okay, that's not so shabby. Now, this is a cool one. It gives you access to advanced CBs. And depending on what goes on in Europe, we actually might do some client-state stuff. We will see. I can tech up on military, although I think the plan is to wait 1 year, so we don't have the plus 10% cost over here. We are on the cusp of 1700, which means that the Enlightenment institution can start anytime soon. Is that? Oh no. I for some reason I saw English whatever, which wouldn't make sense because it would be British, but Danish Baltic over here is being chewed up. Sweden's expanding a little bit, including into some of the Russian territory. I don't know how long they've had that. That's very interesting. Russia's still big, of course. We haven't looked at the religious map mode in some time. We've got Anglican going on over here, Reformed all throughout the south. Not a lot of Catholic left. I mean, it doesn't help that, you know, we're chewing away on things over here. We got a Catholic Sweden, Protestant Norway. Lots of stripy dudes over here. Shia Sunni. Of course, we ourselves are Sunni, so there's a lot of that deep green over here. Probably still looking to maybe make some moves into Ethiopia at some point, as part of the trade thing. We're not sure. A lot of my diplomats are coming home. That's interesting. I don't remember exactly what happened at the end of last session. It's been a couple of days since my last recording session. I'm still ahead of you guys, so I apologize again that we're not getting sort of real-time feedback in stuff. Granada, which we recently took over. I mean, I know we've got two forts next to each other, but they're both mountains, and we're still doing some warfare here. I'm going to go ahead and invest in building up a fort in Granada. I think it will prove to be useful. Now, we got some exiled army. Do we, though? Do we really? I don't know. That might just need to update as we start the game running. And we do have to core some more things, and we are wickedly overextended. We have a lot of brewing factions, and actually, with that in mind, because there could be a cascade of rebellious issues, because we are... I mean, we're not over 100%, but still pretty high. I'm going to go and actually activate all the forts for now, just to make sure that one doesn't get sieged out in kind of an awkward way. Alright, let's unpause here, leave it on speed 3 for a second, while some things recalculate. Seriously, where's our exiled armies? Oh! Well, first of all, isn't it supposed to, like, go to you? I guess if we mouse over, then it tells us. Isn't it supposed to go to the site? Interesting. Well, if we do this, we can reset that. The Dutch are expanding over here. Well, that's just rude. We're going to try to get that relatively soon so that our little vassal over here can go and get a little bit stronger. I mean, it's not much. It's just a, you know, a 1-1-1 province, but what the hell, right? So September, okay, we've got lots of buttons we can hit. We're waiting on that. I don't have any focus anywhere, but maybe I should have put it on admin. I don't know. It's tough to say. We just spent a lot of Diplo power, and our Diplo one's the only one we're not ahead on, and we're still working on our trade ideas, so... You know, it's all pretty legit. We can make states, but I'm not gonna because we don't have the power to do things. Thank you very much for finishing a bunch of cores, so I'm a lot less worried about uprisings right now. The Tlemceni separatists are getting pretty high up here. Yeah, also this, I mean, I guess this is going to weaken your rebel busting. So almost certainly we'll have some rebellion that pops here, but it's okay. We do have a fort here. It's level 6, we'll probably leave it there. It's in the Highlands, which is okay. We've got... Oh yeah, if I assign the Conquistador, I can't do rebel busting, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to go and assign you like that, although I just realized these guys were drilling, and they can't anymore. Now, I think Conquistadors can drill, though. Yeah, that works, so do that. Yemen declared war on Aden. Alright, good for you. Have some fun. Military points, just waiting for January. Many little pop-ups. Oh, condentieri, or however you say that. Words are hard! Yeah, I'm happy we've got this fort up for when these things pop here. We could preemptively move some stuff, but I think we're okay. How's our actual force limit? You need some dudes. Yeah, we can build our force limit up quite a bit here. January 1st, 1700, and the Enlightenment triggered right away. I think, I don't know, some of them, different institutions work a little differently. I still think it's like a chance every January to trigger. Where did it pop? Beijing. Dang. That's actually interesting implications for Europe. I mean, I assume there's a fair amount of libraries that have been built up, so that's going to be okay. We're still 0% ahead of time right now, or institution tech penalty, which is fine. No ahead of time penalty for military technology. We're going to grab it. This is the level 8 fortress, military tactics, more combat with the military tactics in particular important. Definitely don't want to fall behind on that. And that is done. And we didn't have any ideas to do. The only one we're working on is trade ideas over here. Now, air-wise, what are we looking at? Right, Belf Knight the second over here. 163. Well, that's going to help us catch up on our Diplotech. The Indian situation is going to suck a little bit. And again, it's always the sort of thing where you want more of that. Age of Absolutism is ending in 121 months. Okay, what's the implications? What are we going to lose? The yearly absolution gain goes away. Hardly the worst thing in the universe. Okay, colonies. Okay, and we have no diplomats whatsoever. Let me go. I don't care about threatening countries. Own subject and allies. We're going to keep that going. If we take a look at the Truce Map Mode, so stripy bits, I think, are places where we have claims. And then the color is whether or not we have a truce. So we have no truce. We have claims, but no truce over there. I'm just making sure that we have claims on all of our neighbors right now, because we could fabricate some more. The truces that are going to end the fastest are going to be the Mamluks. That's in 5 years. Oh, we have none over here. Like, we could still go... Castile, who are you allied with? Portugal and Sardinia. Every time I see this, there's a moment where I'm like, is that Great Britain? It's like, no. But you see, it's like the same color. It's like, these blue notches, it's almost like the sort of saltier parts put in the background, like at a glance. The image, my image processing AI takes a moment there. Let's make sure, how much would it cost to fabricate claims? All right, so we do have a few, but let's build up a spy network here anyway. And once, well, I mean, we're going to want to accrue some more admin power and things like that, but there's a very good chance we actually may take another crack at Castile here. We've got some holdings of theirs down here. Are you allied with Portugal? Was that the other one? Yeah, which actually works out fairly well for us as well. Ooh, a decision. Found Indian Trade Company. Global trade, own port provinces, and yada, yada, yada. Gain money, gain a merchant, and some global trade power. Yes, please. Now, with our merchant, what are we looking at here? Well, there's already 5 people trying to pull trade over this way. So, I mean, we could generate a little more trade power and influence and things, but not that much. I guess this is fine. This is going to the Cape, which we're kind of okay with. All the Cape trade is being pulled forward. You're here. We don't have a presence here. We could help to pull more trade forward out of Zanzibar, but it's not even that much value. We could go further east. Actually, what would be quite nice over here is to encourage more things to go straight to the Cape, which is probably going to be the default here. It is a little weird that you can't choose the direction of the transfer until it gets there, but it generally, I think, works it so that it sends it to the node that has the shortest distance to your node or something like that. I don't know. Wow, the Ottomans are still working through my territory. Oh! We died! We have a Regency Council. Okay, so that was a little sooner than expected. 312 is fine. It's 6 points. I'm not going to whine about that. That is going to be a long time without declaring a war, though. That is a long time without declaring a war. And you guys know that makes me itchy. It's probably for the best, let's be honest. But it makes me a little itchy. Let's get remarried to the Ottomans. Cassandra, how are you feeling about me these days? You're actually fine. Just gotta wait for a diplomat to come back, but we can marry you. Excellent, wonderful. Can we annex you? We need the 190. We're a little further away. Oops, we got uprisens in Granada, where we do have a fort, so that's good. And we will be attacking into the mountains, but we have the fort bonus, so that's going to be a complete and utter stomp, which is great to see. Get the diplomat. Royal marriage over here. I mean, we still have like a lot of aggressive expansion and stuff here. There's some core issues. Maybe we do need to give them that province after all. I don't know. We will see. We had an event that popped up for it, and we said no, but maybe I should have said yes. Oh, taxation policy. I think we want to keep land acquisition for the core creation cost. We're not doing any right now. It is 20 years. Maybe we could have gone for a higher tax rate or something for a little bit, but that's going to be okay. Boom, boom, boom. Done. I'm going to send you back to Ceuta. And then we have to reenact the rebel busting here. I think that was powerful enough it wouldn't have gone rebel busting on its own. There we go. Plemkin. Now, you popped where there's a fort in the Highlands, so again, we would get the bonus. Now, you're a little bit stronger. It might be worth just building up... Oh, it's not one of our cores yet. Hey, what? We'll do some of that, because you're at minus 78. It'll take a while. We'll get a little bit more front-line-y stuff, and in particular some cavalry, which we didn't really have yet. And that's going to be okay. Alright, we got the free diplomat, and just to double check, we are now married to everyone. Good, okay. So yeah, we can afford to wait. Level 6 fort's going to take a while, especially if they don't have many cannons. Well, they do have 12, which ain't bad. No siege pips on their leader. Bad wine. CB colonialism. Man, that province in Tlemkin's going to take a while. CB against Luba. That's okay. Who cares about what's going on there? We want to build up more ships. We want to do more stuff. Okay, let's take a quick look over here and confirm that our institutions are spreading over here. Yeah. So again, we built a bunch of universities over here, so that's going to go. I think it's spreading in our capital automatically. Oh, because it's the capital of a place that has innovation ideas. Right. Okay, so, I mean, it'll take a little bit before it spreads enough. And we're not making infinite money anymore like we were for a while. Because we're using some more valuable leaders and things like that. But it's generally going to be okay. Ferrer declares war on Aragon. It's getting quite potent over there. I don't know if I've ever seen Ferrer like this. Lose money, gain devastation, or gain more devastation. I don't want to lose a bunch of money. We'll take the devastation, even though it kind of sucks. We need 170? 161. Oh, because we did reenact the discount? I don't know. Maybe that was already in there. I'm not sure. Yeah. These guys are having a hard time. So yeah, we're going to be attacking into... I mean, that is a 4-4 leader, admittedly. I think we'll still be fine because rebels are not as strong as our main troops. And we'll have the Highlands bonus, but... that is pretty impressive, I've got to say. We're going to have more cannons. Our front line, there might be some combat with stuff, but I think we'll be okay. Less taxes, less manpower, more unrest. I think we're going to have to take the taxes hit. We really... well, we're not going to war for a while. Maybe I could have taken the manpower hit. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a stomp. I mean, I never doubted that we'd win. Military leader has left us. There's one less training thing. All right, you've got high supply. We'll do this. Now we're looking just fine. I'll go and grab all these things. None of these are particularly high rebellion areas, so we're feeling pretty okay. And I think those are being monitored by someone else, so we've got lots of overlap. Everything is good and groovy. So we lost a military leader? Yeah, one of these. They're just doing rebel stomping. Oh, I was going to say, why are you getting attrition right away? Or all of a sudden? Because Portugal's walking through our territory. All right. You're going to be okay. Excellent news. More trade efficiency. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we're going to hold off on states because we still haven't cored everything that we can core in the first place. And yeah, you still could use more troops here. Lose influence. Oh, I got to check some of these buttons. Conversions. Influence changing. Yeah, we'll take a look at our states in just a moment. We've got some manpower over here. Let's get a couple more. We go and check. What am I looking for? Combat width. So that's gone up. So it's 38. Yeah, so we're not quite there, but that's okay. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Oh, estates! That's what I was going to check. Literally can't hit anything. Okay, or anything. New World Charter still fine for global settler increase. Start construction of 5 two-deckers for free and half the time. We'll tank our trade efficiency for a little while, but I'm kind of okay with this. New World missions, yes. And that's pretty much it. Okay. We're probably still not going to commit to heavies. We'll probably be working at least short-term with galleys. I don't know. You know, maybe the battles here... Like, the idea is, like, to help fight Morocco and Tlemcen and even potentially Mamlukian ships over here, but I don't know how relevant that's going to be. And we do want heavies to go after Great Britain at some point so we can grab Ayrshire. Okay. We still don't have the maps of North America, which you'd think, you know, in 1700, there's got to be, you know, that knowledge must have spread. I don't know. Trade League disbanded. Oh, okay. I was just reading the text and I was like, no leader? What does this mean? Alright, start coring. Done. Lovely. We still have war exhaustion. We still have no manpower. Yeah. So, I mean, starting a war would be silly. So being in a what's it called? Regency Council right now isn't the worst thing to ever happen to us. But it's still a little annoying. Alright, lots of rebel stomping. Rebel factions are basically non-existent, though. I think we still have to do the rebel stomping, but... Broken alliance. I guess we could take a look. If I hit this... Actually, there's no unrest here whatsoever. So I could cancel this and roll a new leader, which I think is fine. 9 points on the military stuff. Good maneuver. Alright, and we will drill you. Gain a stability, bring us to +2. More foreign spy detect. Oh yeah, we don't need the prestige. Stability is excellent. Thank you for that. Now you, if I check over here, likewise, there's no unrest, so we could cancel you. I mean, it's hitting our points fairly hard here. Do we actually generate another general here? Maybe we don't. Oh, one thing we're going to do, since our rebellion situation has gotten a lot better, we'll go back to mothballing all our forts. Yeah. Save a lot of money. Because we're a pretty big nation. Embracing Enlightenment is going to be kind of expensive. I know, these scholars are so good. But I want the points. And right, you're broken up. Which I love. There's also some border gore going on here. Which is always nice to see in the hands of the AI. Because someone's going to have a bad time. Although it usually means someone else is growing. Which is pros and cons. But there's nothing too scary over there. We're still friends with Kilwa. Our diplomats are busy. We can get another claim over on Castilian territory over here. Which we may as well. Let's get La Mancha. I once knew a man from La Mancha. Portugal declares war on Chimnu. Which is where they broke their alliance not that long ago. We saw a message about that. Aragon's being eaten up completely. Figug is now part of our core land, which is good. How old are we now? Because we were young, right, when it started? We were like 2 at the time, I think. 4. Yeah, it's going to be a long time before we start any crap. But that's okay. It was sort of a long time before we could. And we want to accrue some points. Like, it's a good thing, in a sense, we've got the Regency Council, because otherwise I'd be making probably 2 crazy moves. And we got tons of truces going on. We're okay. I think the Regency Council will overlap into our truce going away with Morocco maybe a little longer than I would like. But, you know what? We're going to take their manpower. Them having some liberty, desire, and stuff isn't a big deal. I'll lose the prestige and legitimacy here, rather than a ton of money. Excellent. Many more cores. Rebel factions are totally non-existent. I mean, we're still doing some rebel stomping here, which actually, that's what I could do. We don't need a leader to do rebel stomping, so I can assign the leader here and drill you. Excellent. We will repay that loan, which we have just barely enough money for. Lose a ton of money, or lose professionalism. I want to keep the professionalism going up, so we're going to instantly take out another loan. Possibly 2, but I bet you it's just 1. I mean, I know the last one that we repaid was like 900 and change, but no, we did take out 2. It was bigger, but not big enough. Oh, you're being attritioned now. Just barely, but you is. Let's grab, I think we only need 3 off, but I'm going to grab 4 cannons out of there and move you down over here into Timbuktu to join in some training. That's going to be okay. All right, we got money for buildings, although we could just save up for some loan repaying as well. Well, we're going to take a look, and we're going to take one more look at the taxation changes. Just for huge numbers. And I mean, there's still value to be gotten in building some of these. That's pretty high in Matumba. I think I'm going to draw the line at 0.5 now. I think the last time I talked about maybe 0.4. I think I'll draw the line at 0.5 for now, maybe even 0.6. Anyway, Matumba I think is going to be worth developing that one. So that's going to be okay. Core provinces, good. And actually, some other thing that will change. Oh, stability or reform. That's crazy. Like, we're so far behind on these governments than we'd normally have it. I'm actually tempted, because we get how much reform? 0.5. So we get about 6 per year. That's a long time. You know what? We'll take the stability hit. Because I would like... I don't know how much we'll be able to get in. Actually, I guess we could get the count over here. 1726. Okay. So we might get 2 more reforms before the end of the game. Aragon declared war against Miami. There's not much of Aragon left. They have Palermo, and that's it. Ferrara might form Italy. I think they could have already. Hey, conversions. Oh, but no more conversions available right now. Not unless some of the relate... Oh, you can't convert in territories anymore. In only states. Yeah, we'll keep moving towards legalism. Admin tech cost going down. Because we might grab another tech over here, because the institution tech penalty is not that high. I suspect, while I do want to finish my trade ideas, unlocking new policies, it might be worth... This is a big global settler increase as well. It might be worth just snagging that. Speaking of, I didn't realize, somewhere along the way, I finished a colony. I have an idle colonist. That's kind of annoying. We have this one colonizing. Oh, I'm going to want to get this going on before someone else jumps in there and just annoys me. Okay, done. We need a new admin advisor. We do actually have inflation that goes up, so the inflation advisor dude's not bad. I don't think we need the national unrest right now. Yeah. We'll grab you. Level 3 advisor for lots of points. It's actually going down, which is nice. Yeah, 200 settlers is better than 50. Although there can always be sweet spots. Ottoman map sharing. Okay. Nationalism CBs. Yeah, I think we're going to go and unlock that. There you go. Merge up so that you don't get attrition. We got some ships over here. What is this? Oh, the heavies are being built. We could mothball them. We could do a few things. Just leave it there for now. I'm not sure what we're going to do with you. Core creation Plemkin, which is the final core. And you're doing rebel busting. Which actually is okay. Maybe this is the unrest with the patrolling going on. I don't know. Now, I'm willing to bet we actually did get rid of the unrest by, actually finishing a bunch of cores and stuff. Yeah, I forgot that we sort of trolled Plumpkin by leaving that little schmutz over there. We still want this at some point for Safi, just to make sure that more trade is diverting. I guess this might even be a place where we decide to send a merchant. Although, if we're the only country here, like, no one else is going to want to retain, right? Morocco and Plemkin want to collect. Once they're gone, no one's going to be collecting. So this is our trade idea, which we can take. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's tons of potency over here in the +1 merchant. But yeah, I think I'm going to grab that Diplotech, because it's still going to be fairly cheap, and it's going to be nice to have. I'm going to keep fabricating here just to say. I don't know what our next war will be. Now, there's also the possibility we might decide to bring down some forts, but I don't know what. This choke point fort is still possibly going to be handy against some Mamluki and stuff, because they can maybe go around this fort, or they'll siege this fort down. There's also the possibility we can be upgrading our forts as well, right? These are level 6 forts. We do want to repay that loan. So I think I will upgrade some of these border forts here. Like you. This one here. This is in flat land. These mountain ones might be the higher priority. Although, you know what? I think we'll do them all. Because at some point, there's going to be some big vicious war against France that we're not going to want to be on the losing end of. Okay, we'll start with that. Getting colonialism, CBs. Portugal's got a lot of stuff. Oh, what is this? Radical reforms. Gain mercantilism, which is always good. Ooh, okay, pause. 400 points. We have to rehire some people, which is a little bit of money. Mercantilism's really good. So 5 points of mercantilism. So that's about 500 points. Although we lose a stability. So that's another 100 points the other way. So basically this is a 400 point pick. This is also a 400 point pick, but would require us to pay money. The question is, are the raw points, like, while this option and this option are about the same, minus the fact this one costs money, this gives us raw points that we can apply in a variety of different ways. And is that more valuable? Well, actually, if we were to pop this and get our Diplotech before the year changes, that would save us 1% on our institution tech penalty from there. That's only a level 2 dude. He's not even a level 3. Then none of these are useful. And to higher level 3s, that's a lot of money. I think I'm going to hit this button. Even though I'm sort of tempted to do the other. For a variety of different reasons. Oh, if I boost my stability, I won't be able to get this. Okay, I'm going to hit this button first. So that we don't get the extra 1% cost, even though maybe it's a little foolish. And yeah, I'm going to want to boost the stability as soon as we can. Because +1 is better than +0. There we go. January. We still don't have the Diplo Power or Diplotech. Do I want to boost this one? It's in the mountains, which is really nice. In Morocco. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and raise you up to the next fort level. I think it's forever going to be a useful fort. Even after Morocco is gone. So we can invest in that. Natives are assimilated. That's good. CB, gain core. Finally, that big final core over there. And we can invest in heavy fregates over here. Boom. And we should get a pop-up that gives us a CB with everyone in the universe in a second. There it is. We have a CB against literally everyone. Because of imperialism! Hooray! Alright. Not that we can declare war in a Regency Council. It's too bad we didn't have a spouse to be able to take over for us. Alright, Brandenburg, good for you. Fabricate more random claims here. Or Sharia. Because again, it would be very convenient to have a port on the northern coast here. As an easier place to repair our ships against some British stuff. Which is still one of the things we're looking at. So this is transports, which is fine. Transports over here, which actually can dock. You are some heavies, and heavies over here, which will stay chilled. And a little bit out of the way, and that's alright. Navy's here. I'm going to tell you to go home at war, just in case I miss it. Local fortification expert. I will take the local defensiveness in Granada, so that sieges there take longer. And this is going to be one of our level 8 mountain forts. How wonderful will that be? Really wonderful is the answer. Now, can we peek ahead at the next age to see... No. See what, like, the next thingamabobs are? But I guess not. We've already had our... Did we already have our golden age? No, I guess not. We could have made one start here. All we'd have to do is promote 2 more cultures. That would give us 3 things, which would let us golden age. And it would carry over into next era. Actually, no, we don't have this one. It looked fully green to me, but it's not actually. So never mind. We'll see if we can golden age in the final era, which is the most powerful time to do it. Usually, because you're bigger, there's more stuff going on, there's more meaningful wars. I mean, in a sense, the earliest wars are the most meaningful because it, like, allows you to start your kind of snowball growth. This guy's idle, but I'll just leave him idle. It's fine. I'll stop building a spy network over there. Here, we'll just build them against France. We can declare war against anyone at any point. Having claims can still be useful for stuff. And we could go and use some of the different spy buttons as well. Oh, Sardinia! Interesting. Alright. 80 per turn. Okay, money going up quite a bit, which is nice. Fort maintenance is fairly high, despite being mothballed. We lost a CB against here, but we still have a CB, because we have a CB against everyone in the world. I guess our Truce Map Mode will show the entire world as stripy now. We got some cool moire pattern effects here, at least on my screen. I don't know how it'll translate to YouTube after compression. Oh, and you know what? Speaking of YouTube, I guess it's time for us to put in a cut here. We have a lot of money. We do have a couple of loans, and we're probably not going to want to forget to pay them off. Is there anything I'd rather build first and earlier? No, we'll do this. One less loan for us to forget to do. And I guess we'll put in a cut, and we'll continue this next time. Thank you very much for watching, folks. We will see you then.